He was sentenced to the electric chair in the United States and was only 14 years old, and 70 years later they will discover that he was innocent. The George Stinney Jr. case is a tragic story of injustice and racial prejudice in the United States. In 1944, Stinney, a 14-year-old African-American boy, was sentenced to death for the brutal murder of two white girls in South Carolina. The trial was marred by a series of irregularities, including a lack of evidence, arguments against Stinney, an inadequate legal process, and an all-white jury that deliberated just 10 minutes before finding him guilty. Stinney was detained, questioned without the presence of his parents or a lawyer, and allegedly confessed to the crime, although he later recanted this confession. The trial itself lasted just one day, and Stinney was sentenced to death in the electric chair. His execution took place just weeks after his conviction, without being given due process or the opportunity to appeal. For decades, the case of George Stinney Jr. remained a glaring example of racial injustice and a flawed legal system in the United States. However, in 2014, nearly 70 years after his execution, a South Carolina judge overturned his conviction, officially acknowledging the lack of a fair trial and the violation of his constitutional rights.